Stakes Fall HBCU Tour continues with 2 stops in October. On Friday, October 24th, we'll be in Birmingham, Alabama, ahead of the Magic City Classic game between Alabama State and Alabama A&M. Then, on October 29th, we head to Dover, Delaware, home of the Delaware State Hornets. We'll catch up with first-year head football coach, Eagles legend Deshaun Jackson. Don't miss First Take celebration of historically black colleges and universities this month. The rivalry game in the NFC East Sunday as the Commanders visit the Cowboys. Dak Prescott is 6-0 in his career as a starter at home versus the Commanders, who are coming off a tough loss to the Chicago Bears on Monday night. Prescott is on fire to start the season, ranking 3rd in total QBR, 2nd in passing touchdowns, while completing 72% of his passes. Good for 4th in the league. Jayden Daniels will be playing in his 3rd game since missing 2 with a knee injury. He has yet to find his Offensive Rookie of the Year form from last season, ranking in the bottom half of the league in most categories. Right here back on First Take. Dan, let's start with you. Who has the edge in this game, Dak Prescott or Jayden Daniels?
Jayden Daniels, you're going against the Cowboys defense. This Cowboys defense is a very poor unit.
Did you just insult the Commanders defense? Did you just say, look at how their defense is playing? Did you just say that?
I did. They give up 13 yards per completion, the Commanders defense.
All right.
That's outrageous in the NFL.
Okay.
I'm not sitting here telling you that's a good unit either. I think that's a unit that's going to keep this team out of the playoffs and being in a playoff contention football team. But who has the advantage in this game is Jayden Daniels. Every quarterback that has played against Dallas defensively has had a fantastic game. So this is so much more about who Jayden has to go against. Washington, while being bad, at least has moments when they've been good. Jayden Daniels has played very well this year. Even without Terry McLaurin, I thought he played very well the other night. He obviously has a good connection still with Zach Ertz. Debo's been very good. Their offensive line can run the football. He made one poor decision in the red zone and forced the interception. But this is a very simple thing. Any quarterback going against the Cowboys defense has the advantage.
You do know that CeeDee Lamb is expected to return this Sunday, right?
Yeah.
You knew that. So you're saying this even though you know that CeeDee Lamb's coming back?
This has everything to do with the Cowboys defense.
Got it. RC?
Yeah, I mean, whoever got to go first was going to say the same thing here. Like, this is about the Dallas Cowboys on defense. You go to Bryce Young, you go to Caleb Williams. Hell, Caleb Williams, this is what got him started on the right track this season. And now they've won 3 games in a row. When you watch Jayden Daniels and you go back to the Chargers game, his connection with Debo Samuel, his will, his energy late in that game, and still his ability, even coming off of the knee injury, to use his running skills to create first down, to create extra plays against a team that already has difficulty putting. So now Bill Krosky-Merritt is going to be able to get things going, and now the play action game opens up. Now the zone read game opens up, and also you look at this Washington offense, like Luke McCaffrey is coming along. Zach Ertz is making plays in the red zone. And if not for the turnovers, 2 fumbles, one by Krosky-Merritt, one by Jayden Daniels, and obviously the red zone interception last week against the Chicago Bears isn't close. I expect Jayden Daniels to have a day and rebound from what we saw on Monday night.
I'm wondering, do y'all take into consideration 2 things? Number one, he missed 2 games with a knee injury. We're talking about Jayden Daniels here, right? So as a result of that, he might not be looking to be as mobile as we're accustomed to seeing him, because obviously that's something that'll put you in danger, number one. And number 2, is McLaurin, Noah Brown, are they expected to be back?
Neither. I think they just put Noah Brown. I want to say they put Noah Brown on IR or something. McLaurin.
So what I'm saying to y'all is this. Y'all picking Jayden Daniels because he's going up against the Dallas Cowboys defense, but he's not 100% healthy, even though he's out on the field. And on top of it all, his 2 primary weapons at the receiver spot are going to be out, and CeeDee Lamb is returning. Y'all still sure that y'all want to stay with that pick right now, with that selection? Are you still sure about that?
Well, this is why the question really is a flawed question.
Hey, don't give me no flawed question. Don't play the producers. Don't play the producers. So, okay, you knew what the question was, and you still came up with that answer.
No,
because own it.
I'm not changing my answer at all. The question really is who's got more pressure to ball out on Sunday. Because both these dudes are going to play good.
So we didn't use your language. We didn't say ball out. So because of that, the question lacked the level of substance that you want.
Pressure's the word.
What?
Let me ask you a question.
Pressure.
Yeah.
is the
RC's
word.
right. Let me ask you a question.
All right,
Honest
pivot.
question here.
Let's pivot to pressure.
Honest question
Let's
here.
pivot to pressure.
Okay?
Let's pivot to pressure.
Does anybody out of the group of three think Dallas is a real playoff contending football team?
No.
Okay. Do
No.
you think Washington is?
I think they can
Then
be.
there you go.
I think they can be, but again, I'm bringing up the fact that their two primary wide receivers are going to be out. Their quarterback is not 100%, and CeeDee Lamb is returning. So I'm comparing Jayden Daniels' potential performance to that of Dak Prescott. If Dak Prescott is playing like a league MVP and balling out and has been doing so, even with CeeDee Lamb out, my God, considering the way George Pickens has been looking, what if CeeDee Lamb comes back and he's ready to roll looking good and Pickens is still rolling? Do we recognize that the Cowboys could put up 40 again?
Okay,
on the
if the
Commanders?
Cowboys put up 40 and win, they're 3-3-1. I don't really believe anybody's going to sit here and say they're a playoff contending football team still.
The question was not about them being a playoff contending team. The question was who has the edge, Dak Prescott or Jayden Daniels for this one game. Go ahead, RC.
Mr. Stephen A. Mr. Stephen A. What we're doing here is having a fluid show, and we're evolving within the question, because the thing we should be talking about is headed into this season, Jayden Daniels was one of these guys we had outside of the big four and Matthew Stafford. Jayden Daniels was supposed to be taking that next step and becoming a top tier quarterback, along with bringing his team that went to the NFC Championship last year back to those same heights. As of now, it doesn't feel like that with the Washington Commanders. Part of that is defense. Part of that is injuries. If he doesn't come in and play extremely well, not just well, extremely well against this Cowboys defense, if they don't figure out a way to get a win against the Cowboys team, then I agree with Dan. No matter if they win this game or not, no matter how they play, how well, how bad, we don't see as a championship contender. We have to start speaking about Jayden Daniels and the Washington Commanders differently. I think that's the big question about what we'll get in this game.
I am about to have a heart attack. Dan Orlovsky and Ryan Clark got the producers to actually change the bar and change the question. They've edited the show over my authority. You know what we're doing?
Maybe we need another.
We're moving on to baseball. We're moving on to baseball.
Dan Orlovsky is here wearing a hat that says generational talent.
What a loser.
Me or you or both?
Me.
Okay.
No.
I definitely am.
What's going on? Good morning.
What's up, man?
How's
Love to
everybody
have,
doing?
bro. We're good,
Yeah,
man.
I just stole it from Taylor Lewan.
Nice.
So
He's
Is,
cool.
is he going to get that
He's
back?
cool,
No.
cool guy.
he also gave it to me, and it was like 7 clips or whatever, notches or bigger. I have a very small head, so
So do I understand. It's
small
a struggle.
head, big brain.
Big brain, small head. Yep.
All right, let me start with something you put out on Twitter that I don't particularly understand. What happened with Caleb Williams? You put out Caleb Williams was talking about missing a meeting with Troy Aikman. I'm very confused about this.
Yeah. So
And what
I
happened?
don't, and maybe it's nothing. I mean, but I've never heard of that. When we do these games and you do production meetings, a lot of times, I would tell you 99% of the time, the teams designate to the production crew, hey, we're going to meet at this time, right? And there are very few moments when, oh man, that just doesn't work for my schedule. Can we work out a one-on-one or something? That's happened at least to me before and whatnot. And so it's odd that Chicago, who was coming off the bye week, which would mean they had 2 weeks, really, to meet with Troy, and Caleb to have the opportunity to meet with Troy, and then at least a week since coming off of the previous Monday night that they couldn't find a time to meet for 20 or 30 minutes, and so that's at least in my experience. I've never experienced that. I've never heard of anyone experiencing that where like you couldn't meet with the player. Like in our crew, Fowler and Lewis are calling games on Saturday afternoons and or Saturday nights. So if we're meeting with the team in that window, and that's the only window for that team, they can't make it, and they'll listen to the recording of it. Like if I'm asking everybody the questions, that's a very unique situation. And so it's odd that didn't happen.
Dano, I want to bring you into a conversation we were having just a moment ago when it comes to the Colts-Chargers game this weekend. We were trying to figure out what head coach quarterback tandem do you trust the most right now to win a big game? Is it what we're seeing from Jim Harbaugh and Justin Herbert, or what we've gotten this season from Shane Steichen and Daniel Jones?
Oh, for me, no question, it's Harbaugh and Herbert. If they're healthy, if the Chargers are healthy, I think the Chargers can be anybody, but they've got to get healthy up front on their offensive line. That's their big deal. I'm really impressed with what's going on in Indy. I think you've seen Shane Steichen's mind kind of be a star there this year in their creativity. We've given Ibuka the Offensive Rookie of the Year, probably rightfully so. Ty Warren has been outstanding. The first sliver of kind of showed itself this past weekend with Indy and Daniel Jones. As great he has been this year, this past weekend against Arizona was the first time that Daniel Jones